Well, it's daft o'clock in the morning and I'm going fishing. Fantastic! Well, I'm trundling up the M6 at dark o'clock in search of Esox lucius. Yes, I was going to stop off at the motorway services to get a cup of coffee and a donut, but I couldn't afford it because I've only got 36 quid in my pocket. 108 miles. So 108 miles there, 108 miles back. I've been fishing this place before, so I'm going to have a bash and see if I can get some of old Picus interruptus. Anyway, better put the camera down just in case Plod comes past and bangs me for filming while I'm driving, because Big Camo Cal ain't sat in the passenger seat and it's pitch black anyway. So I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da, kids. Well, we're here 108 miles later. I'll get down there, go and post my money through Farmer's letterbox, and then start getting my gear out. Lovely. And it's not windy. The first time I've ever been here and there's been no wind, so that's a bit of a result. Lovely. See down there, a few campers down there. But I'm off there, onto the point. Well, I've got some meat peg eventually. I've blown out my arse. Yeah, 4x4s. They're not really. Yeah. If you're a fit young whippersnapper, you can push one of these when it's not nice flat concrete ground. But when you're an old fat bastard like me, with one of these, you're going to be sweating like a dynamite man in a Baghdad sewer. That's me. Right, get me gear out. See you in a minute. Well, I managed to get my breath back. I got a bit of gear out, so I've stopped sweating. I've stopped blowing out my shit box, and I'm getting on with the cracking on with the fishing bit. Right, so 3 rods, 11 quid at this place. So there's just me here at the moment fishing, but we have got a few campers in the car park there which are camping fishing. But basically I've got the lake to myself, yeah, which is usually the case here because of course the parasites haven't got wind of this yet, have they? So they haven't been and raped it. Well, not that I know of anyway. So here we are in North Yorkshire again for a pike fishing session. I'm dead baiting, yeah, because that's the preferred method here. There's no live baiting, there's no boats, but you can do a bit of spinning. The water's right up. So I've just got my rods out there on the bank sticks, yeah, on the goalpost set up, and now I'm just going to rig up my first rod. So basically, I've got my dead baits. That's a little golf bag, got that from TK Maxx. Oh, good 10 years ago that. You sell it for about £5, but it's a thermal bag. It's got loads of crazy little sexy pockets on it, yeah, for a bottle of beer. Yeah, I don't know what you want to put in there, your tampons or something. For your golf pegs or your tees, whatever they call it, I don't play golf. Yeah, you put your golf bats in there because they're fit in there, you see. And then inside here, what you've got is your dead baits. Plenty of dead baits, right? Because I'm here for 2 days. So basically, what's going to happen? You're not allowed to night fish here. So I'm going to fish during the day, of course, and then I've got to pack all my gear away, go back down to the camping area. Get me bivvy up and get me head down, and then come back out again tomorrow. So there's no night fishing, but I'm here for 2 days. So I've got plenty of dead baits. I've got old mackerel, yeah, good old mackerel there. I've got herring and some more herring and some more mackerel, and what seems to basically weed out the little fish from the big ones, or so they say, or so I've heard, and so I've seen actually, are the old lamprey. Apparently they're very good on here. I've used them before, but I've only seemed to managed the jacks. So I'm going to rig a rod up, get me bait on, and then I'll have a quick look at that and we'll get it out. The beauty is now, yeah, big lake. You used to have to wade into the shelf to cast, but I don't now because I've got myself a bait boat, and bait boats are allowed on here. So I'm going to bait boat my rigs out The dead bait's out, and I've got a little box of gunk over there, which I'll show you very shortly. Yeah, and it absolutely stinks to high heaven. We all know what that smells like, don't we? Yes, dirty fish, the preferred scent of a mating mud slime. Yeah, lovely. Right, let's get this rig on, get dead bait on, get it smacked up, get it in the water. Right, first one's rigged up. However, I've put my brolly up because the weather is very dubious. Big black clouds coming over. Again, the weather here, it changes like the weather. Yeah. Right, so first rig is my standard all singing, all dancing, all I use lead core drum ring rig with a 3-ounce lead on, square pair. Yep. Then I've just got buffer beads, swivel, clip to of course 28 pound 7 strand. This little buffer bead there to neaten everything up. And then I've got 2 semi-barbless Grace Prowler size 4s and a lamprey tail, which I'm going to of course inject with a bit of the old lamprey juice. So I'm just going to stick a bit in that because it is still a bit frozen. Again, with frozen it sticks in the end of the needle. Fills up with crap like that. So get a bit of juice in there. There we go, that's the ticket. Gunk McGuff. Stay back down there. So that's my first rig. And I know a friend of mine has had some nice pike out there on lamprey. So that's what I'm going to start off with. Bait boat it now, and I've got some super gunk, which I'll show you very shortly. Super gunk. Right, super gunk. My super gunk is, oh Jesus, super gunk. That sticks. That is chopped mackerel, chopped herring, pilchard oil mixed in that. And then a friend of mine over in Northern Ireland, he said stick a bit of breadcrumb in it just to basically soak the oils up and it lasts in the water longer. But I didn't have any breadcrumbs, so I stuck halibut pellet powder in. Basically that's pulverised halibut pellet with fish bits. Fucking reeks. Anyway, that's attracting the flies now, so I'm going to put a few of them in along with my bait out in a bait boat and stick that out now. Yeah, the ducks are here and some fucking tourists. Kettle's on, rods are in, it's brew time. So go make yourself a cheeky little cup of coffee and then catch some of them big fat pike. That's the plan. So, coffee time. And a bacon butty. You know it makes sense. Standard NATO. Run out of milk powder. Didn't have any to replenish it at home. Either way. Okay. I'm having a brew and I'm fishing. Bob's your teapot. Come on, Pete. Ribbit. I'm gonna poke a frog up the bum. Frog just got bummed. Let's break that. Got a leaf on your back, mate. Let's get rid of that. Bit of a twig there. It's getting all cammed up so you can't see him. Nearly trod on him. Come on then, let's stick you back. Well, I thought it was too good to be true. That wind's got up, heavens have opened, so front's gone on the bivvy, and I've been pottering around in airtime rigs for the last half an hour or so. So it's past lunchtime. Not had a toot on the rods. I had one beep on the middle rod, but more than likely that was when the wind got up earlier on. So there's no fish as yet. I've been playing with the rigs, knocked up a few size 6s. That's on the old Greys Prowler. They've stopped doing them now apparently, that's all I'm led to believe. So, made a few rigs, that should last me today and tomorrow. Of course if they got all kinked and what have you. But kettle's back on, and I've retired to the brolly system with the front on, keep that wind away. I'll give it another hour or so, then I'll reel rods in. I'll go and get some more methylated spirits for my stove because I left it in the car. Yep, prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. And then I'll put the rods back out, a different place. Again, if there's nought today, I'll go somewhere else tomorrow. So, as it stands, pike are winning, and Screaming Delkins has got absolutely 0 again, which is standard operational procedure really, isn't it? Yeah, when it comes to piking. Yeah, go out there, spend loads of time on a bank and catch diddly squat. Back of the net, or more of that. Not back of the net. Pants. Pants! Pants! Fucking kettle's on. Well, that wind's got up. It's early afternoon and not a peep. So I'm going to reel in, go and get some stuff out of the car, come back, stick them out again. And stick them in a little bit closer this time, just to see if that'll do the trick. As you can see, that was a fair old distance out. They're not out there. Nope, that's not done out. Probably can't hear me for the wind whistling through that microphone. So we'll get the other 2 rods in. Again, that was a good 150 yards out, that. But there's no down there. The other 2 are the same. I'm going to bring them in a little bit. I want to get back from the car. Right, we'll get these 2 in now. Right, got me meths. So, fucking stand up straight. I'm going to stick the rigs back out again. Same old lamprey, back out. but I'm just sticking them off the bottom of the ledge because it goes out like this field. A very slow slope, and then there's a drop off. But I was a good 150 yards out with all them. Nothing! What a surprise, eh? So, I'll stick them off the edge of the shelf, see if that does any luck. Right, see you in a bit. What a bollocks. There's one. Rods are back out, a little bit closer in this time. Basically where I've had them before when I've been here. Again, I shot them out for about 4 hours there. Oh, good 150 yards plus, easy. But not a peep. So I've stuck them out just off the shelf. And now I'm having some noodles and a whale of a time. Yep. So good old cheap and cheerful Aldi noodles, 20p a pot, in my old Swedish Army one-man little stove jobby. And then I'll sit back and wait for the crocodile. If I don't get one, I'll just, I don't know, go for a swim or something. Lovely weather for it. Noodles! Double thumbs up. Well, it's 5:15 and I've not had a beep on them rods whatsoever, which is very unusual for this lake. And of course, yeah, the weather very unpredictable. Big black clouds came across, blew a hoolie, massive monsoon, bivvy near blew away, and then 10 minutes later it's cracking the flags. Don't get it. What's wrong with this weather? But there's not been any fish. 5:15, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shove everything in the bivvy because I can't camp here. So I'm shoving everything in the bivvy rather than take it down and move it all the way back there to bring it back out in the morning. Everything's going in there, rods a lot, zips down, and I'm going to sleep in the car. I've got a roll mat in there. I'll just get my head down on that and then come back out early o'clock tomorrow morning. But as it stands, it's a load of old tosh. Yeah. Might as well go swimming tomorrow, or canoeing, or windsurfing, or something else. It's not fishing. Yep. Anyway, Big Camp Camo Carl's just said, he's just sent a text and nearly forgot. Big Camp Camo Carl, it's the 1st of April and he's been to that big Northern Angling, all singing, all dancing show where everybody who sells fishing tackle has gone to Manchester, and it's a big exhibition. Anyway, they kept stopping him and going, it's Big Camp Camo Carl, where's your fucking BFA? BFK even. And he's had a picture with Danny Fairbrass. Having a picture there. He sent me loads of others, but they haven't come through yet. But I think it's Ali Amidi as well. So he's there, what, Cordelot. That's it. I've disowned him now. Yeah, I would have gone there. I'd have been giving big hugs with the NGT lads. Yeah, a couple of noddies. You know. Oh well, I'll give it another hour. As soon as the sun starts going down, bosh, everything in the bivvy, back in the car, get my head down for the night and come out at after o'clock in the morning and see if I can get one of these piped before I piss off, because if I don't, it's just another blank to the tally, innit? and it's never normally like this. You usually have one or two out of here in a day sesh. Yeah, but it's been absolutely dead today. Right, go back in my scratcher, in there, make a brew, and then I don't know, think about some plans. May change your bait or whatever tomorrow. One herring, one mackerel, one lamprey. See if that'll put a fish on the bank. If not, it'll just be another blank, won't it? Hey, double thumbs up guide to blanking. Fucking camping, glamping, blanking. And shitting in bin bags. Well, there's my bed for tonight. Getting it down in the car. Proper glamping. There's all my gear. Leave it there for tonight. Get some quality nut down. And of course my old 10 quid ridge monkeys. That's my illumination for this evening, and I'm sticking that on the back of my headrest, back of the onion bag. Never done this before. Right, I have. Loads of times. Night night, sleep tight, let out the bugs bite, and hope you don't want to shite. Ta-da! See you in the morning for some fishing. Right, 7 o'clock, and I'm back on my peg. No wind today, but I'm not alone. There's some bream fishermen next door, trying to catch bream, like I do, unintentionally. Gonna have a brew. Rods are out, lampreys on, BFK at the ready. bad boy wanted that. Oh yeah, he wanted that. There we go. I'll do me cocket. There we have it. Nice pike. Let's get on the scales. There we have it, £9 4 ounces. £9 4 ounces. Lovely job. There we have it. £9 4 ounces, North Yorkshire powerhouse. Lovely. Let's have a back. Let's have a back. Right, so the lamprey did do it in the end. Quick look at that rig. This one's not got leg cord on, that's rig tube. Third rod, put a rig tube on. Again, it's a running rig. Running rig there, and of course, a little bit of a buffer. £28, 7 strand, and a bit of lamprey tail on the end. So that was it, but that was popped up. But the poppers fell off in the scrap in the net. So I thought the lamprey wasn't going to pay off. I was just about to change, it's nearly getting to dinner time, lunchtime. I was going to change over from lamprey because they've been out since 7:30 yesterday morning. So they've been out a good 10 hours, 12 hours, nothing. And then it's paid off. I've left it in and that just went tearing off then. Yeah, it wasn't a typical pike bite actually. It just went boom, rod rattled from side to side and off it went. £9 4 ounces, back of the net. Right, I think I'll stick that bad boy back out, just a little bit more juice in him. Get him back in the boat, take him for a ride on the boat. It's not the Feather or the Free Enterprise, mate, it's not going to sink, but you are. Happy days, double thumbs up guide, yeah. Yeah. Okay, get him. How about that, Dave? Hey, like that, Dave? Dave Stone, hey? Can't take the piss now, eh, mate? Hey? Got me wanker. Right, bolt rod's back out again. This time lamprey with bait poppers. So I've got 23mm bait poppers, orange ones. So they're popping lamprey heads and tails again. This whole lamprey chopped in half. And that's what I got that one on, popped up off the bottom. The other two, which have been fished hard on the bottom, have been silent. But that one popped up, so I swapped over and put all popped up lamprey on now. Again, injected them with a bit of me gunk. Yep, used the last of the gunk now, that's all out. Super. I've just reeled one in, and I must have hit a snag on the way back, because that's just bent those hook round, and of course took the point off them as well. I've fixed these ones back, but the point's gone, so rather than throw it away, I'll just bend that back, sharpen that point, as opposed to throw it away. Ding dong blue. So that's it. Time is now Sunday 2nd of April. Yes, 1:10 past 1. So it's 1:10 past 1 now. Give it till about 6, then pack up, go home. Hopefully I'll have another fish in the meantime. But again, April Fool yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Pike played April Fool on me yesterday. I was getting disheartened. Right, so again, have to be quiet. So the pitch bull fishing. Super. So that's it. 3 rods out, all lamprey, popped up, boom, right, left, down the middle. That one in the middle is about 150 yards out, right in the middle, popped up. Yeah, so it's going to take some winching in if I do get one. Anyway, while rooting around there, found something. Found a lead. This is Eastern European lead, this. How do I know that? Because it's a fixed lead. More likely that's been left out overnight in search of pike. Then they come back in the morning, drag them in by line, by hand. But that's definitely, because you can't cast that, that's about 6 ounce that. Yeah, and that is not a safe rig. So that tells me that's got Eastern European written all over it. Nothing like I've seen fight fishing anyway. But there we go, I've got one of their leads, and I've got something else for them as well if you turn up doing shit like that. I've got this fucker, yeah, good. Exactly what happened to the monkeys. I don't think I'll get kettle on. Time for a brew. Might have a celebratory brew after that pike. Double thumbs up guide too, fishing big pits. Well, I've got the place back to myself now. Yes, the bream anglers have gone home, and by the sounds of it, they didn't catch a thing. There was 4 people, I think they had 2 rods each, and never got a sniff. So, blank day for them. Unlike me, because I've had a Dick Van Dyke, excellent. And I think I've had him because I've got my lucky mascot, Honker! Honker, the solar powered lucky catch a fish mascot, whether it's pike, carp or whatever. Because since I've had him, I've caught a fish. Or her, I don't know. Either way, yeah. Sally Walsh's had bream, so I didn't blank technically. Honker was on the pod. Honker's been on the pod today, and I've had a nice £9 4 ounce Dick Van Dyke. Esox Lucius, lovely, so I'm happy. So if I don't get any more, doesn't matter, don't care, I've had a fish, happy as a sandboy. So Honker, yeah, he's a solar powered, yeah, from Asda Living. I bought this about 2-3 weeks ago, yeah, and there was a few on the shelves, and my little shapoopy said, get this and call him Honker. So his name's Honker, the lucky pod mascot. Solar powered, doesn't work because apparently his eyes are supposed to light up and the sun charges his batteries, but unfortunately it doesn't. There was plenty to choose from Asda. There was a little rabbit, I think. There was a turtle's head. No, turtle, not a turtle's head. There was a turtle's head that day, but it wasn't in Asda. Yeah, and since I've had him, his eyes lit up once at Sally Walsh's, and then once the battery died, yeah, apparently the little solar panel on the back recharges his batteries, but it hasn't. So, yeah, that's it. Honker is powerless, yeah, and he's going to sit back on my pod. Yep, super. Right, time is 5 to 3. Everybody else has gone home, got the place to myself again. So I'll give it another couple of hours and then have a start slow pack away. So hopefully between now and 6 o'clock, yeah, might have another pike on the bank. Either way, if I don't get another one, don't care, I'm happy. I've had pike, yeah, tip top, all singing, all dancing. Yeah. And then of course, once I've packed up, it is it's over a 2 hour journey home. 180 miles to this place. Yeah. So we're going home with all my gear, but no bags of shite. I haven't had a bag of shite this week. Yep. Over there in the woods. Yep. Somewhere. Buried in a little hole. You never know. People might be going around there now photographing and filming it and then putting it on the internet and saying, look, I found a turd that was buried in a hole. Well, you sad bastards really if you're going to dig up a turd and film it, aren't you? Yes, very much so. Right, so that's it again. Another session done, another weekend over. But we've had a fish, so a result. So I'm going to pack all this lot away, stick it on the barrow and make my way through the swamp down there. By the time I get there, I'm going to be blowing out my funky fudge tunnel because there's a swamp there and it gets bogged in. So, fish like that, with that big. Like the one-armed man who caught that massive fish, it was that big. Right, I'm off. I'm dragging it because it's easier. That's it. Another day, another dollar. One pike, but hey ho, it's not a blank, is it? Tip top. And I like tarmac. Tarmac. See you next time, kids. Ta-da! Yeah, you know I'm going to tip this over. You know it's going everywhere. Well, that's it. See you next time. Can't beat that for a view, can you?